everyone, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040 bringing to you another edition of the Wrestling Discussion Series. And today I want to share my thoughts on why Jey Uso should be the one to defeat Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Universal title. Now, as we saw a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown, Jey Uso challenged Roman Reigns to a one-on-one match, which no doubt is going to be for the Universal title. And we know that they're on a collision course for SummerSlam. And I have no doubt that Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso is going to close the show. There's no doubt about it. Now, everyone's saying and debating who should be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns. For the longest time, since coming back to the company, everybody has been saying it should be Cody Rhodes. All due respect to Cody Rhodes, I know he was saying in the build-up to WrestleMania, I need to finish the story, blah, 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 which I get that because, Cody Rhodes has never won a world title. And as much as I love Cody Rhodes, I don't think it should be him who is the guy to end Roman Reigns' gigantic title reign for a lot of reasons. Because first of all, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns don't really have that much history with one another, and a lot of the time that Roman Reigns was on the rise, Cody Rhodes was in AEW, so it really makes no sense that Cody Rhodes is the guy to end the gigantic title reign of Roman Reigns. Now, if the roles were switched and it was Randy Orton, then yes, I would say Cody Rhodes should be the one, because him and Randy Orton have got a long history with each other, going all the way back to when, Randy Orton was beating up his dad, Dusty Rhodes, every week, and they had that Texas Bull Rope match, and of course, they were part of Legacy. There's the story there, and that makes a lot of sense. But I don't think Cody Rhodes should be the guy to end, the gigantic title reign. The guy who I think should end it is Jey Uso, and I'll tell you why. Jey Uso, since this whole bloodline storyline started, 3 years ago, Jey Uso has been at the heart of it. The bloodline storyline started with him, and it makes sense to end it with him. Hence the title, Main Event Jey Uso. And, he pinned Roman Reigns as Money in the Bank. That was a huge moment. Unbelievable match. The right person pinning Roman Reigns, handing him his first loss in the middle of the ring after 3 years. That sets the story up right there. It makes sense that Jey Uso should be the guy to hand Roman Reigns his first singles loss and beat him for the title. However, it shouldn't happen at SummerSlam. I think he should come very close to winning the title, but ultimately Roman Reigns is going to retain. Now, what you could have after is Roman Reigns goads him into a rematch and says, okay, I beat you fair and square in the middle of the ring. You want another shot at me? That's fine. However, you have to go through Solo. If you beat Solo, you get another rematch with me. But if Solo beats you, you never ever challenge for me ever again as long as I'm the champion. You've kind of heard this storyline before, back in 2004 to 5, when Evolution put that stipulation on Randy Orton. He could never challenge for the world title as long as Triple H was champion. He could use that here. So Jey Uso goes through all these obstacles, really make it mean something. And, he can't challenge for the title because he agreed to the stipulation after losing to Solo that he could never challenge for the title. So how you could pay that story off is he wins the Royal Rumble in 2024, enters number one, goes the distance, and wins the Royal Rumble match. And obviously the stipulation is Jey Uso can challenge for any title. he chooses Roman Reigns. However, Roman Reigns will have an argument and say, well, hang on a minute, you already lost a match to Solo. You can't challenge for the title as long as I'm champion. But the rules state I can challenge any champion, and I'm choosing you. So, main event, Jey Uso defeats Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Universal title, hands him his first ever single loss. The Bloodline storyline started with Jey Uso in 2020 and it culminates and ends at WrestleMania 40 in 2024. The story tells itself. It makes so much sense. And as I said, the Bloodline storyline started with Jey Uso, and it's only fitting and makes perfect sense that it ends with Jey Uso by taking Roman Reigns' title and ending his long, epic title reign. And, you know, WWE always talk about wanting to make new stars for the company. This is how you do it. You give Jey Uso the biggest rub possible as the guy to end the title reign of Roman Reigns. I know people have said that Solo should be the guy to do it. I get that because of the whole Batista turning on Evolution vibes that he's been giving off. But, you know, no disrespect to the guy. I don't think it should be him. I'm not saying that Roman Reigns versus Solo shouldn't happen. You can still have that match at some point, but there's not really a lot of story to tell there. Jey Uso, 3 years it's been going on, and by WrestleMania 40, it will be nearly 3.5 years. So we're coming up to nearly the 4 year mark, and it just makes sense that he's the guy to end the title reign. That's just my thoughts. SummerSlam, he shouldn't win the title, but he comes close. He wins the Royal Rumble in 2024, challenges Roman Reigns in the main event, and defeats him. Job done. But we'll see, really, because WWE never give the fans what they always want. They like to do their own thing. They've got their own agenda. Time will tell, really. But that's what I think, anyway. That's what I think should happen. And those are the reasons alone why Jey Uso should be the one to win the title and end the gigantic title reign of Roman Reigns. So that's going to be it from me. I am going to wrap this up now. What's your thoughts on Jey Uso? Do you think he should be the one to end the title reign of Roman Reigns? Would you have him win the title at SummerSlam? Do you think that's the right time? Or do you think they should save it for WrestleMania 40 and have Jey Uso win the Royal Rumble and close out the show and defeat Roman Reigns for the title? Do you agree with my thoughts, or would you book it in a different way? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below. And I will see all of you next time for another edition of the Wrestling Discussion Series. So until then, take care, everybody, and stay safe. And once again, as always, much appreciated. Thanks for listening.